It's a whole lot of chaos in my house. Kids home from summer. So excuse all the noise. It seems to get a little bit more rambunctious. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Basketball Wives, season number 7, episode number 5. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up, though? Welcome. Click that red subscribe button to become a Ray of Sunshine. And I know that you're clicking the notification bell at the same time, so you're alerted of the videos that I upload going forward. So, when the episode opens up, we see that Jackie wants to introduce Malaysia and OG. And honestly, every one of the ladies who meet her for the first time give her this serious side eye about the way she dresses. You know, that it's too provocative or it's too much. Or they talk about her sagging boobs. Or whatever it is at the moment, they shame her. You know what I'm saying? Not out loud, but underneath their breath. And we see that Malaysia is not a fan of the way she's dressed in this particular moment. Which makes me just want to jump to the next thing, but I'm not. I got to do these people in order. You see you see Evelyn and her daughter, Shanice, having a conversation about Evelyn's embryos that she has to now discard because her and Carl are not together. They're actually fertilized eggs, so that would be their child together, and it would be a little weird. You know, and she's feeling some kind of way, as she should, because she's been wanting these babies or whatever. Well, you got Shanice, and now you got Leo. Girl, take a seat. I know it was hard doing the IVF. I know it was strenuous. You know, I know it was emotional, but now we need to move on because you can't have those babies. You should have just pulled the eggs out. Yeah or no? Y'all agree, or am I being mean? Whatever. We see Cece and Byron at, I want to say maybe Taekwondo, okay, because it's not kickboxing. It's some type of martial art. And I'm looking at her going, Cece will beat a bitch's ass. Like, she gonna come for you like OG, and I feel like Cece kind of tries to stay calm because maybe quite possibly she does have a bit of a temper that will escalate and send her to a place that none of us really want to see. I think that she might whip their ass. What y'all think? I mean, because her moves, her hands, her arms, like she had the right, you know, listen, I'm just saying. So when Malaysia met OG for the first time, Jackie said, I really want you to get to know her and go out with her on your own. Well, you know that she's trying to get to know Evelyn too, so she invites Evelyn and OG out for some kind of drinks or whatever. And again, Evelyn looks at her, sides eye her, talks about her saggy boobs. Honey, what's wrong with her saggy boobs? Y'all would have saggy boobs too if you didn't have surgery. She is owning her body and who she is in her skin and loving her natural, saggy, droopy boobs, okay? Leave her alone. I mean, y'all can't see, but mine is saggy too. Like when you a regular person and, you know, you live a little bit, they drop. I don't know if OG has children or anything, so that could also affect it. If she does, do you guys know if she has children? I've got 2. I breastfed both of them, one for 2 weeks, one for 6 months, and so that's why they saggy. Like, they didn't perk back up, okay? Anyway. But during the conversation, OG is trying to get to know Evelyn by asking questions like, okay, so I see that there's a dynamic, like what's wrong? Now remember, OG was at the party and she knows that Jackie and Evelyn don't see eye to eye. So Malaysia feels that OG is being disloyal to Jackie by prying. Now I told y'all last time that I knew Malaysia was super loyal and really a friend. So she instantly did not like it and was trying to steer the conversation and clearing her throat, trying to get her to, you know, come back off of that. Let's not talk to her arch nemesis about why or what's happening, because what, you want to be friendly with everybody? Do you think that she was being messy or just wanting to know the information? Like, I mean, we'd be all curious, but she should have asked her friend Jackie. I don't think that she was necessarily being disloyal. I just think that she wanted to know what happened and wanted to hear what Evelyn had to say. And OG was like, you think I'm being disloyal? It looks like you the one her friend. You the one sitting here having cocktails, okay, with her art. So maybe it's you and it's not me. Tell me what you guys think about that whole little situation. Then they talk about each other's wigs. You know, she's all wiggy. You know, Malaysia, you got a wig on. It looked like a wig. And OG, your wig is too far back. You need to get some baby hair out and pull out. Not that I know how to do it, because y'all see my shit be fucked up too. Okay, I ain't got nothing to say. We see Tammy and Jackie getting acting classes with an acting coach, and Malaysia is there, I guess, for support. Like, y'all couldn't go to lunch after. Y'all was just trying to fit it in, huh? So that everything could be done at the right time. Nonetheless, the main part that happened was for Malaysia to tell Jackie what occurred. And now that she's going to give a wig party because she feels like, you know, OG needs a new wig. Come on, get on my level up. I'm all like, you are some messy bitches. And I really commend Tammy. Tammy really is trying to stay out the mess. But like she said in her confessional, these girls, the problem with them is they don't want to tell you what they have an issue with you about. They want to sit and talk about you behind your back and then throw a party for shit to get real ugly. Honey, this scene with Evelyn and Jennifer on the beach letting off butterflies go. Was her embryos in there with the butterflies? I didn't think so. As symbolization of discarding her embryos, I'm looking like, so y'all best friends again. Because that's some shit that you do with somebody that means something to you. Do y'all not have any other friends? Like, I think they rocked with each other before, you know, years ago, tough like that. And so what, are they getting back to that place? I don't understand their relationship and that dynamic, but it ain't for me. Tammy meets OG at the nail salon and gives her some advice about dealing with these girls, because Tammy is also familiar with being the new girl in and the girl that they talk about. Because I remember the season she came and she did look a little rough. Her weave wasn't that great. You know, she didn't have the money that she has now, and I'm sure that it was the neighborhood girl who did her weave. You know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely sure of it, that it was what you can afford. And if you don't know better, you don't do better. But when you find out, you do better. And as you see, Tammy has upped herself 1,000,000,000% since we first saw her on Basketball Wives in season, I want to say maybe, was it 3? Nevertheless, you also hear OG say, I'm going to go to this wig party. I'm not sure if it's just her trying to have the girls get together and have a good time, or she throwing shade at me. See, OG really ain't no fool. I really like her. I really like her. She actually is very poised, very articulate. And when she throws shade at you, honey, you know that it's shade, but it's done in a way that is not like you heard me. It wasn't mistaken. You knew what I said, okay? Here we get to the climax of the entire episode, the wig party. And every girl, all 8 of the women, show up for this wig party, which was very much a surprise, because you do have separation between the group. And you can see all the time that Jackie and Tammy are always over here, okay? Even though Jennifer is friends and Shani is friends with Tammy and Jackie, like, they don't. They, like, gravitate towards the Evelyn side, and that's how I see it. I mean, maybe you see it differently, and you know, I like to hear when you see things differently than me. That's why we both have opinions. That's why you're here, because I want to hear what you have to say down below in the comments. Do you feel like it's like a team Evelyn and a team Jackie and Tammy? And I think that honestly, Cece's gonna be on that side with and OG are all gonna be on the Jackie and Tammy side. Like, it's cliquish. Up in groups, there's always some cliques within cliques, and then cliques within that clique. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to, because I was in a social club, and though we all loved each other, there were cliques within the cliques, and people you fuck with more than you fuck with other people. It's just what it is, okay? You gravitate like people normally gravitate to one another. Nevertheless, OG asked to talk to Malaysia, and Malaysia, you know, the reason why Malaysia has made it is because Malaysia, her facial expressions tell you everything. Like, she was not feeling the apology from OG, but I feel like that was a valid apology. What? She did take ownership. She did say what it was that that she should be apologizing for. Talking about your wig in a dig, and maybe I misread your signs. I feel like she took ownership. So I don't know what the fuck Malaysia was talking about in her confessional. Y'all think OG took her? Did you think that OG's apology was acceptable? I believe so, because she said, I apologize, and stated the reasons why she felt like she needed to apologize. Like, it wasn't just, girl, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It was valid. It wasn't her running around the mulberry bush. But then here's the thing. All the ladies got upset with Cece because when Cece got there, she asked OG how her party was, that she hadn't met her, and that she was sorry she didn't make it, and how was your party? And they felt like that sparked a whole lot of shit. I don't think so. I mean, if I don't go to a party and I don't know, and I really don't talk to y'all, and we see that Cece and Kristen have not been rocking very well, so Kristen doesn't know, but we know, I think Cece found out when she was with, I don't know who she was sitting with. I can't remember. It wasn't, but she found out that there was a little bit of an issue. Nonetheless, I don't feel like it was her being messy. It was her whispering. It was her talking to her silently. And then Tammy inserted herself and was like, what y'all whispering about? Because if Tammy had never said that, no one would have never, ever noticed that they were kikiing and whispering, trying to talk. And they weren't even kikiing and talking about people. She was just having a conversation. So, I don't know. I don't think that Cece started the shit, okay? But as we see, and it continues, Malaysia and OG go toe-to-toe again. And OG's like, I don't remember talking about your family. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. I didn't bring, you brought your husband up. I didn't bring your husband up. Pretty much she didn't. All she said, well, is, is he? And it was shade. And Tammy did say, well, if you said that, that is a little shady. And then they came to an agreement that you don't put your mouth on my family. I don't put my mouth on your family. You keep my husband out your mouth. I'll keep your man, your relationship out my mouth. So that's easy. And, you know, Kristen's all like, well, I don't really fuck with her no way, no more anyway. And I just want to say that OG did kind of dismiss her when she was like, hello, nice to see you again. And she was like, I'm listening. It was meant to be shade with an attitude instead of saying, hey, girl, hey. You know, it was. And that kind of just made it ramp up because Kristen was like, I'm sitting here acknowledging you because we didn't talk. Like, I was like, oh, girl, let it go. As Malaysia would say. And then all of a sudden, Cece gets back on the happy ending because they're attacking her like she started it. Jennifer's all like, she's messy, you being messy or whatever. And so she says, I'm messy. You guys are the one that made the story up. Who made the story up? I want to know who made the story up. Honey, and then Jennifer jumps bad with that mouth. Jennifer, you will get your ass drugged and be screaming, talking about, oh no, God, you know. Bitch, I beat you. Bitch, you won't beat nobody's ass. I know she didn't say that, but I'm just saying Jennifer needs to have several seats. But she did come for her, and I didn't like that she called her dumb. Like, if you couldn't follow along with that conversation, that wasn't her verbiage. But pretty much, what are these degrees that you have? And honestly, I think low-key, they might be jealous of Cece. Cece has a lot going for herself. Like she said, let's go to your place of business. Let's see what you do all day. And the only reason you're famous is because you were somebody's, you know, fucking girlfriend, wife, whatever. The only reason you have money or you have any notoriety is because of this show. Outside of this show, who would the fuck you be? Like, Cece's like, I would still be a nurse with a medical spa. That's who I would be. Like, I was like, okay. And I really wish she would have did that inside the wig party versus outside. I really wish she would have went there. But I think there's a reason why, because you saw her get upset and start getting heated. I think there's a reason why she doesn't get that way and she just does like Tammy and exits, because things will escalate really quickly when you get passionate, when you start talking about me, talking about my kids, talking about my family, attacking my character. You get real passionate, and I'm with the Tammy and Cece. Let me go ahead and remove myself because I'm a hothead. Let me get invisible so my name won't be any kind of way. Because I do turn ugly. I do become this horrible person. So I can totally understand. Let me remove myself from the situation so that we don't have this issue. I really feel like that's what Cece does. I think that's it. But I think the next episode is when the shit gonna hit the fan. Because Jennifer's all like, what you saying? You got something to say? Jennifer, you gonna get your ass mopped the fuck up all up and down whatever street that is in fucking, you know, Hollywood or Beverly Hills or Culver City or wherever the fuck you are in Southern California. Get your ass swept, okay? They only jump back because producers are there and security is there to break that shit up. I'm just telling you the truth because that's what I believe. Well, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. You got any predictions for next episode, for the rest of the season? I'm really excited about this next episode because now the shit about to hit the fan. You know, Shani don't never really get, like, she gets in the shit but not in the shit. But this time it looks like she's going to be in the shit. Okay, I can't wait to see next episode. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Basketball Wives, season number 7, episode number 5. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and make sure your notification bell is clicked. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video.